Alright, guys, week five's over. Let's go on to week six. We'll do primetime games again. New York Giants at Chicago Bears. The Giants are 0-5, and surprisingly, only 2 games out of the NFC lead. The team is they're pretty much awful. They can't run the ball. They lost David Wilson. They can't stop the run. All the problems that have happened the last 5 games are probably still going to happen. Eli Manning throwing a lot of interceptions, turning the ball over. Um, they had a coming out party for Ruben Randall. Hakeem Nicks had a good game. Victor Cruz, you can expect a bounce back week if that's what you call it after the performance he had. The Bears, they lost last week. They had their defense exposed that you can throw on it. The Bears also, Jay Cutler turns the ball over. I see the Bears as a kind of better Giants. Their offensive line isn't great, but the running game of the Bears is a lot better because of Matt Forte, where also they had very similar issue with Alshon Jeffrey, and Alshon Jeffrey had a huge week last week. Martellus Bennett's there. He knows the Giants very well. Although the Bears should win, I'm gonna take the Giants in the upset, and I think they go into Soldier Field and win 34-24, try to turn this thing around and go to the playoffs. So let's go Washington at Dallas. Washington Redskins bye came at a perfect time where RG3 in week 4 against the Raiders showed that he can start getting mobility back. He's starting to run around more, throw better off the run, and that helps out the offense a lot when Alfred Morris can get his ability to run with the zone read and just take pressure off of RG3 running or off himself running with the defense having to choose which one to cover. The defense for both teams is awful, which bodes well for the Dallas Cowboys, who put up 48 points on a Denver defense that can get pressure and is still pretty good. And they competed with Peyton Manning step for step and unfortunately lost in the end. I think Jerry World explodes with happiness. They finally get their revenge on RG3 and they win this game 38-20. Go to the Monday night game, Indy at San Diego. San Diego last week showed their defense is vulnerable. Terrell Pryor came out early and often on their defense, putting up points. The offensive line, if you attack that, make Phillip Rivers uncomfortable, then that's the recipe to beat the Chargers. The defense isn't going to stop anyone. It's like the Dan Fouts-led Chargers. You just got to stop the quarterback. I like the Colts defense. They're pretty good against the pass. They can stop the run, but Robert Mathis is on a tear. He's the sack leading leader throughout the 5 weeks so far. Indianapolis's offense, you lose Ahmad Bradshaw, which makes Trent Richardson's trade look that much better. Andrew Luck is on a tear. Reggie Wayne, they just beat Seattle, which was a very good defense. They dropped 31 points on them. Look for this team to come out big against the Chargers and prove that they're legit and that they are here to compete with the Denver Broncos for contention in the AFC. I like Indy in this game 27-21.